Alright, we're ready for a little explanation of my next project to put on the DIY part of the Home Roots Farm YouTube channel. So, we need a little brooder thing to grow our baby chickens in. And okay, here's the finished project. Boom! There it is! Oh, a little harder to make than that. I decided to make it like really custom because we happen to have these work tables that were of this size and everything. I made it the little security latch there, the drawers and so on. I'll explain all that stuff in the other videos, but I just wanted to let you know about this little project here, and I'll go through some more details in the near future. Hey guys, another step in the building of the chicken brooder. Putting up this chicken wire up here to make sure the chickens can't jump out and our punk cats can't reach in. So I just cut the chicken wire to approximately the right size. I don't really want the edges hanging out down here because sometimes you got sharp points on them because you cut it and it's got these little sharp things on the end of the wire. So I'm just going to put this, I already put this one here. I'm going to put this board right in the end right here. Screw it down. It's going to be good to go. Keep them chickens from hurting themselves. Hey guys, I thought I should talk about the little drawers in there because I forgot to do a video about that while I was making them and prior to making them. So let me grab this drawer out real quick. It got stuck in there because it's been in there for too long. Anyway, it's a pretty simple construction. I got this kind of plastic board on the bottom side of it, and then this board is a little over 4 inches tall on the back and the outside side, and then these other two are just 1x4s. And I just cut them the right length so it overlaps. This one overlaps. This one overlaps on that corner, so they're easy to screw on. So you just got to screw the corners together and then screw it a bunch of screws on the bottom edge because we don't want things to be able to leak through there. Anyway, very simple construction. Just wanted to make it a simple piece of this, and then make sure you put little blocker things in there so it blocks it at the right distance when it goes inside.
And what is the purpose of the drawers?
The purpose of the drawers is to hold the wood chips that are going to be in there for the chicks to lay in, and the used chicken food will be in there as well.
Easy cleanup.
Relatively easy cleanup that way.
Yep.
I wish I had some Knob Creek in there, but it's time to get some work done. Got a little more hardcore music playing, but we're progressing along with the brooder. So you can see the drawers are here, little drawers to collect up chicken crap and whatever stuff in it. Pull those out to clean them out. Later on we'll build little ramp things so the babies can jump from one side to the other more easily. But that part's done. The drawers are done. All the chicken wire and such in the back is done. And now it's time to make the doors, which are kind of one of the more critical parts because we're going to be open and close those doors at least 3 or 4 times a day. Let's go over here and check out what I'm doing with the doors. So I wanted to go ahead and measure everything out so I could assemble things as quickly as possible once I get to the assembling part. So I went ahead and cut these pieces. These are going to be the top and the bottom of each door. And I'll just show you how it's going to be laid out. So these are the end pieces of each door. So they're going to go like this. Put it like that, and then I went ahead and made half of the things with wood corners, and I'm going to use these metal corners for the other corners. The metal corners are lighter, but they're way more expensive. So boom, they're going to have some of those in there, and some like this. So I'll put one of them together. We'll come back and I'll show you me put the other one together. Alright, welcome back to the homeroom studio. Oh, I mean garage! But it's just as good as most people's studio, because I'm here for one. So. Alright, cool. So I wanted to show you, this is what that door looks like that I was putting together in the last video. So here's the outside of it, and this is the side the chickens get to look at. But anyway, you can see it's going to be a pretty strong door. I decided to put the hinges on the top because that's going to work better with the drawer arrangement I got over there. So it's going to hinge outward like that. I'm sorry. This is the inside. You're on the chicken side. It's going to hinge out like that. All right. So I wanted to talk to you about all the pieces that I already got ready for this here. Here's the screen part. I happen to cut it in half from that other one, so this one's going to be a really tight fit. I'll show you that later when we get to that part. Then we're going to have these screws right here, these semi-long screws. They're going to be the ones that hold on to the braces. And then the extra long screws like that, they're going to be the ones that hold on to the corner pieces like that. And then these little teeny tiny screws, they're going to hold on to the metal braces like that. So let me show you what we're going to do here. First part is to go ahead and put all the corners together of the main corner. So it so happens I did a tiny bit of this ahead of time. I already drilled holes into these ends right here, but you want to make sure you do that because sometimes when you screw screws into these things, it'll crack the board if you don't drill a hole first. Okay, we're going to use, like I said, the long screws for these corners. And this is the part where the braces are going to start coming in handy because it's a little hard to drill with your drill like hitting the floor. So put the thing up a little bit so you don't have to deal with that. Drill it, screw it in just enough so you can see it coming through. We want these ends to be even, so I'm going to go ahead and put this end up on my other brace. You're like, why did he have a brace? Oh, that's why, because it makes it even on both ends. Making these doors, these gates square is kind of important. So line it up real good there. Hold on to it with your bare foot. Or you can use a shoe if you really one of them crazy people who like shoes. Oh, 4 corners are in. All right, so now we got to make sure that I actually got it square. That's why we got the crazy big square there. And that's pretty square. It's not exact, but close enough for, you know, this kind of work. All right, so we just line these up. And, oh, guess what? That little support thing, boom, it's mobile, so we can use it to hold this up instead of just holding up the end like it was. So line these up pretty good like that. And let me show you why. We're going to use this other drill bit in a second here. So you see these screws? They're that long. It's probably long enough to hold it, but we want it to go a little bit better. So I'm going to drill a pilot hole first, and then I'm going to countersink it a little bit, so it'll be in like that much, so the head of the screw can go in that far, so it can hold on a little bit better. Boom! You got to make those sound effects when you do it. All right, switch out the drill bit for the countersink. Here we go. Oh yeah, just a little bit. Just a little countersink for this. Here we go. Boom, countersink. All right, then we go ahead and screw these in. And you should definitely be able to squat like this if you're doing this stuff. Boom, that one's in. There we go, next one. I wish my grandson was here. I know he's out in Colorado right now, probably being really bored, and he loved working with stuff, building stuff, and using my tools, so I wish he was here to help me with this. All right, that piece is in. Adjust the super awesome mobile support mechanism. There we go. See, this thing is almost like cloud computing or something to the machine shop here, or to the wood shop. Okay, corners are in. Now we're going to take it off the little supports. They serve their purpose. And we're going to put these brackets on now. As you can see on this one, put it like that, boom, and it's symmetrical. See, it's the opposite, so when they're next to each other, it's going to look right. Now we're going to put the screen in there, and this one's going to be stretched pretty tight because I had to cut this piece in half, and it's barely going to be long. So we're just going to staple this piece in, I'm going to go around and trim the edges of it. As you can see, it's a little long on this edge, but barely makes it to this edge. So we're going to be good to go. We'll come back in a short time and I'll show you putting the hinges on and putting it in. Alright guys, we're back. Just trying to finish up the carpentry part of the Brooder. I went ahead and did some things without y'all watching, so anyway, let me show you what's going on here. Got the hinges in. So all I did was I found a couple hinges around. You could go buy some hinges, but hinges are crazy expensive. So used hinges, guess what? They work exactly as well as a new hinge. So I got some used hinges. So I just decided, like I said, I decided to hinge them on the top because that lets me open up one side. Boom, I can pull out the drawer. Oh yeah, check me, I'm almost cool. And then, oh look, I can do that to the other side too. Boom. And then I was like, all right, what am I gonna do to hold the doors closed? Well, let me make the real crazy simple hinge. I mean, latch, not hinge. Made hinges. Bought hinges. Made latch. All right, so I just said, you know, it could be held right there. You know, something that covered the middle wouldn't be that bad an idea because there's a little gap in there. So I just found this 1x4. I stuck a pretty big screw through there and washers on each side, so that can act like basically a hinge on the bottom. Spin that up.
Oh, looky here. I made a little notch thing for it to hold on to.
There we go. Just pop it out like this. Boom! Now I can open them up. Whoa! And this is only going to last for, I don't know, a month at the most of having all those chickens in there. Because them crazy little chickens, they go from that big to that big in a month. They grow fast. All right, guys.
Thanks.